Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be doing a flip through of my Papier wellness journal. This one is for the third quarter, so July, August, and September. I was supposed to upload this video at the beginning of October, but I decided to take a short break from YouTube and just enjoy family time. But I'm back again. A little bit of intro to this planner, or otherwise you could click on the link in the description box below for this flip through or review of the wellness journal. This is basically from Papier, and you are able to customize the cover and have whatever words that you want printed on it. For me, I just decided to put my name and then leave the wellness journal here, and at the back I just left it as it is, but you could always customize this as well. There are many different covers to choose from, and I decided to choose this one because it's the most colorful and interesting to me. I like the fact that it's hardcover. I just didn't like so much chunkiness, and the hardcover managed to flatten it out. I like the color of the ribbon as well. It matches with the color of the cover. The first paper was coming off at the edge over here, so I had to use washi tape. So far it held up during the 3 months I was using this, and then I put washi tape at the other side here as well. And then this is basically my wellness mat that I had drafted over here. And then there are more pages over here which I filled up already. A lot of these I have accomplished, except exercise every day, which I always struggle with. I didn't lose weight. Here is a wish list page. I didn't use this as much as I would like. And then I listed out Set Up Notion, which I've already completed. Here we come to the first page of the daily. Before I proceed, I forgot to mention that this is a daily planner. It only has 12 weeks worth. There's 1 week where I was left with no planner, so I had used Notion to cover that up. So this one will only be for 12 weeks, just to let you know in case you plan to get this planner. Here you can see the 2-page layout of a daily, and I really like the notes section. It's smaller than the passion planner or the self-journal note page section, but I think it's sufficient with what I have. This part over here, I struggle with filling it up. So here there's activity, there's self-care, and then here is supposed to be for meals, but I don't use this for meals because I use an app for that. For self-care, I use this fairly frequently, as you will see as I turn the pages. For activity, this is what I always struggle with. I had planned to change it to something else, and as I flip, you will see that I did try a few different things, but over time it didn't quite work out. And then here I use this basically as what I'm targeting for the day. This one I'm using some Disney stickers to decorate. One thing I love about the page layout is because it has a lot of white space that I could use to decorate. So sometimes I would put stickers over here, sometimes in the corner over here, and it gives a balanced look whenever I'm decorating the pages. This one is from the Squat Goals. Here you can see I'm using it to chart my blood pressure, but I didn't really continue doing that because I have a separate notebook which I keep with my blood pressure monitor equipment. This one is using the Dream Seeker stickers. Here, the sleeping hours, I always struggle with filling it out because it's so small. For the water, it's easy because it's almost like a circle, whereas this one is a crescent, and I have trouble making the shape, so it goes a bit over the line and it looks kind of ugly, to be honest. And I have been tracking my sleeping patterns pretty regularly. I love this sticker decoration over here. It makes the page look really nice. Oh, look at that. Slept at 10:40 p.m. but woke up twice for toilet breaks and finally fully awake at 4:30 a.m. I was struggling with jet lag. I had came back from an overseas trip with my family. It was a 2 weeks trip. I visited family and attended a wedding, and then went on sort of like a mini vacation after that. It was really enjoyable, memorable, but what I did not like was the jet lag after that. I had trouble getting back into my regular sleeping hours. It took a while, I think maybe like under 2 weeks, and I had been napping a lot during the afternoon. Here, if you see like there's a break line over here, it means I slept for 4 hours and then I took a nap for 3.5 hours. And then here again, you will see that I slept 6 hours and I took a nap later in the day. I love the colors of the stickers. Blue is my favorite color after all. Here I gave up on filling up the crescents. I just outlined it instead. And then you can see I only slept for 3 hours and then took a nap later in the day for 4 hours. My sleeping patterns was horribly disrupted. Again with the same sleeping patterns. Here I decided to use stickers to decorate and maybe like put quotes. I also used this section to put a quote. Again with a quote. Sleeping pattern hasn't changed yet. As you can see, my decorations have more or less settled in a fixed pattern. So I would decorate over here, sometimes at the top, and then at the sides over here, and then here would be like a main theme sorta, and I would put a little bit of something over here as well. Not as big as this one, but I would put a sticker here. And this is the black and white stickers. I took melatonin just to help me sleep. Nothing happened much during this day except that I took my daughter for a dentist appointment. Here I used some Christmas stickers, still doing some naps. And then I'm doing a quote here. This one is just so-so. I tried to balance out the colors, but I'm not sure if I was successful. It was mostly red, orange, and then I balanced it out with the other dark color stickers. I had an interview today. This one I went for simple color. I like the foil. I was doing some peroxide treatment for the bromeliads. Here I'm using some Happy Plants, I believe is the name of the stickers. Color wise I'm not a fan of, but I try to work with what I have. So here my sleeping patterns have more or less revert back to normal, although I would prefer to have slept up to 8 hours. The most I've been able to do is like 7 hours. Okay, this is the colorful leopard stickers. We went to the park for a movie to watch Rumble. Unfortunately, the screen kept deflating like twice and the movie did not start at the correct spot. In the end, we were just finishing up with our popcorn, watching it deflate and reinflate back again. And then we're just getting bits and pieces of the movie, but I think we got the gist of it. It's not really one of our favorite movies, but it's okay. We had some family time in the park. Okay, here comes the break in the pages. Now with the Papier planner, they have these breaks in between. After every 21 days of daily pages, they'll have this break of 2 pages where you can fill up with stuff. This one is meals that nourish me and then my body and mind. But later part, after 21 days, there's like 2 different pages about different things. I didn't really like the breaks because I just felt that it could have been placed all in the front. If let's say they did not do that, the least they could do was put some numbering over here so that I could easily find it. So because they didn't do that, I had to put the paper tabs. Now the paper tabs, it worked for a while, but as you can see, it's curling and I don't like curled tabs. I prefer it to be stiff and flat, so in the future I won't be using paper tabs for any of my future planners anymore because it just looks ugly. Anyway, I listed out all this, made full use of this, but I never really came back to this page to refer to it because it was kind of tedious for me to look back on. I accompanied Esri to shop at Target. We bought her a Hello Kitty Monopoly, which she loved. I didn't use this space even here. Some days I do have some blank areas. You know, I didn't have anything to fill it up with, so I just decided to leave it. Same goes over here again. This one, I think I had a good sleep because I only had 1 toilet break. I try not to drink too much water before I sleep, but I just can't because my throat and mouth get so dry. So I drink, and because of that, I go to the toilet. I don't know how to break out from this pattern. It's either I go dry in the mouth or I go to the toilet. I don't know. Here I'm using some Halloween stickers. I didn't use this space because I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for. Here I decided to use it as a meal tracker for whatever reason. And then here we went to a VR experience at Sandbox. Played Amber Sky 2088. It was fun. My husband had the most points followed by me, and then my daughter. But the main thing is we had fun with this VR experience. It was all about shooting aliens, and it's a little bit difficult, especially the ones that's crawling up your legs. But I did not freak out. I was calm as can be, and I shot quite a number of aliens. I think this layout is just okay. I mean, I like the colors, but it doesn't really stand out as much. The only way I know to get out of disappointment is to work hard, keep doing the right things, and don't make any rash decisions. Hey, I'm attracting an opportunity for a wonderful and well-paying job. So I'm currently on a job search since January. It's been a struggle, a real struggle, if I'm being honest. It's harder than before to get a job. It's difficult for me because my resume isn't exactly clear-cut for a specific career path, and I'm relying on staffing agencies to help me get job opportunities, because when I'm applying on my own, I barely get any response. I try to skip the ATS, but almost every application directs me to an ATS, so it's impossible to avoid it. Sometimes I reach out directly to recruiters in the company, but they hardly ever check their LinkedIn, or there's no email available for me to contact. My job search struggle has been ongoing since January. I try to keep myself positive, keep it going, and controlling only those that I can control, which is applying to jobs and learning. So far, I think I've been successful. There are a couple of downs, low moments, but I think I'm still surviving. Productivity isn't about being a workhorse, keeping busy, or burning the midnight oil. It's more about priorities, planning, and fiercely protecting your time. I don't know if I actually followed this quote, but I love doing all these tasks. I love keeping myself busy, because if I don't keep myself busy, my thoughts tend to go on a downward spiral, and it's not good. I feel guilty sometimes for enjoying these moments that I have in my time, because I feel that I should be spending all of those hours job searching. But it gets so depressing sometimes if I spend too much time job searching, because nothing has changed. So here we are. This one, the layout is okay. I like the colors. Back to Disney. Another Disney page. Here I used some food stickers. I have like 2 or 3 sticker books that's related to food, and I haven't been using them as much. I'm trying to use them up, but somehow I don't really like the stickers. I don't know why. Magic Bites by Ilona Andrews. I tried reading this one, but it's not one of her best. Finished watching A Romance of a Little Forest. This is a Chinese drama on Viki that I watched. Really good. Did some gardening, that's why I'm using some gardening or flower stickers. Repotting Keiki and Mother Orchid. A little bit of a sad news on the Mother Orchid. Either because the change after I repot the media is different. So previously was using some sort of sphagnum moss, I guess, a little bit of soil. And then the new medium is basically coarse bark. And I guess the change, or however way I'm watering the plant, it's causing a lot of root rot, and in the end I lost all the roots and a few of the bottom leaves of the Mother Orchid, which is sad because it was so healthy. Despite the old media it has been sitting in for like, I don't know, almost 2 years, and finally because of the change it died. But right now it's not really dead because it still has a few aerial roots. It's basically the roots that's above the soil, and it has 2 remaining leaves and 1 new leaf growing in the middle. And I'm watering the aerial roots every day, not really the bark. I mean, the bark does get wet, but I'm just sprinkling water over the aerial roots, make sure they get green every day, and then letting it be until the next day. So far it's surviving. There are no more dying leaves that I can see, so we'll see how that works. The keiki, it had 3 aerial roots and 2 of it dried out, so it's now living on just 1 root. It's the 1 root that I had buried in the media. It used to be an aerial root, but now I think it's turning out to be one of those roots that survive in the soil. So hopefully that survives too, because you know, there's nothing yellow or brown going on. The roots appear to be green, so I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that it will survive. Love the colors of this. Now here's another break, a second break, Gratitude and Self-Care. Nice books available at Levy and library. I really love the number of books that I can read for free, that is. Okay, and then I did a lot of things. Here are some ideas on some YouTube videos that I wanted to do. This day was a back to school night with her class teacher. My daughter is in 2nd grade, so we were able to go to her class and sit down where she sat and just listen to the teacher introduce herself and what the curriculum is gonna be. Here are some wrong stickers. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. A little bit of motivational quote there to encourage me. Here on this day, we attended a martial arts class. Well, not me. I mean, basically my daughter. It was a trial class. And then we also went IKEA shopping because she needed some new furniture. She was outgrowing her desk, so we bought her a new desk and 2 new bookshelves to replace her current one. On this day, I went to the dentist to get a new night guard. Well, actually, no. This was before that. Yeah, I think this is the one where I decided to try to mold the night guard that I bought over the counter, but I failed. So after that, I made an appointment with the dentist to have a night guard made. I do get some reach outs from recruiters every now and then. Every time they come back to me with a few job opportunities to look at, I feel a bit of a boost of confidence whenever they do that. I hope in the next few months there will be a few more reach outs like that. I just hope that I can maintain the same motivation and positive feelings as I continue the job search. Communicated with 2 recruiters on another job opportunity. Look at that. 7:11 p.m. 6:40 a.m. I normally wake up around 6:40, latest 6:45, because I have to take my daughter to school. The number of hours is usually determined by that, by what time I sleep. And then I have 2 to 3 toilet breaks, so a lot of interrupted sleep on that day. This was funny. Dreamt that I was in a competition involving eggplants. What? One thing I missed is the days. So this one I'm assuming is on a weekend. Here it does not have a place where I could circle which day it is. But the only reason why I knew that it was a weekend is because I woke up at 8 a.m. Because no way I'm waking up at 8 a.m. on a weekday. Otherwise my daughter will be late for school. This is the time when I was interested with Notion. Because this is a 12-week journal, I had to figure out what I could use for the remaining days of the month, and I decided to use Notion. And as I watched more and more Notion videos, I got really interested in designing my own website, and I have actually. You see in the description box below, there's a link where I give a short tour of my Notion page. I used it to do a little bit of a habit tracking and plan my days out. It's really fun, but I don't think I'll be going away from paper planner just yet. Oh, the Hobonichi Live. My 2024 planner is Hobonichi Cousin, and I have been interested in getting the Hobonichi for a long time, but I was hesitant about it because of the price. But now I have decided on getting the Hobonichi Cousin. So next year it will just be the one planner for the whole year instead of several different brand planners. And I decided to watch the Hobonichi Live, which is a little fun because I get to see some of the covers, which I didn't get. See, I love this color. I love these stickers actually. It's a little bit muted, but it's fine. Pastel colors are good. My potential is limitless and I choose where to spend my energy. Just regular stuff. I was productive. And then here is the 3rd break. Go check in for the quarter. So basically it was all about my job search. I have not yet gotten a full-time job. I came really close with this one company. It was between me and another candidate, but decided to go with the other candidate, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. I did have a few regrets because during the interview process, I should have asked a few more questions. But the thing was, the interviewer was very descriptive, talked a lot, and essentially he talked about all the things that I had wanted to ask. And I didn't have any more questions to ask. So when he asked me, so do you have any questions for me? And I was like, I don't have any questions because you spoke about it during your introduction to the company. Everything that I wanted to know, you have already mentioned. So what am I gonna ask? So I had to come up with dumb, simple questions, which I think that was my biggest regrets because I made it seem as if I wasn't interested in the job, basically. It's over now. It's in the past. But I came really close to getting the job because they were really interested in me, and I think it would have been a good opportunity, but I wasted it. This day I took my daughter to Sky Zone. We built the IKEA furniture for her. I built her bookshelf. And then I set up her bedroom, basically putting away the stuff. One thing I have not completed, like this is September, right? And 1 month later, almost 2 months later, I still have her toys in my room because I moved everything to my room while I was setting up the furniture. I have placed all the books and a few toys already that I want in her room to be at specific spots, but I'm still going through her toys. I don't know why I'm procrastinating over those toys, but it's just sitting in my bedroom right now. Dreamt that me and a group was fighting against Imperial soldiers at some construction site. Not sure what that's about, but I guess it was an interesting dream. And a dentist appointment. This is the time when I think either I set my new night guard or I received my new night guard. It took about maybe 1 week for it to arrive. We started a letter pen pal situation between Esri and a friend of hers that had moved out of state. They were really like best friends during first grade, and she said she missed him a lot, and I suggested, okay, why not we start doing like a pen pal? So she wrote a letter, and I think we've done a few correspondence already. The last one was a greeting card for Halloween, so that's interesting. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but we'll continue it. Wrong Carriage, Right Groom. This one is a Chinese drama on Viki. It's interesting in the beginning, but later on it just became like predictable, and I think I just gave it a 3. Apply the jobs, just doing the works, keep it going. That's all I could do. Prepping for interview. This is the one that I was prepping the interview with the company that had almost gotten the job. Okay, here let's see, prepping for interview still. I get really nervous when it comes to interviews just because it's been so long. I like the layout. My interview was this day. I finally switched the car seat to a booster mode. I mean, she could continue to sit in the current mode, but because she's going on field trips right now, and in order to let her go to field trips in other people's cars, she needs to bring her booster seat. So I had to change the car seat mode to the booster mode. I love the colors of this stickers. I didn't do anything with this one. I left this one blank as well. I think a few pages had left this blank. Finished watching Mask Girl. This one is a Korean drama on Netflix. It was great, but not my typical genre to watch. I think there were a lot of mixed reviews on this drama. Give it a chance. I think you might like it. I liked it, and it's not even the typical genre that I watch. So this is the day where I got my news that I was rejected for the job opportunity. It took me a while to bounce back from that, but I did eventually. And this is the last break. Here is some reflection. I have been more present in family events than escaping it this year. So I don't know if it's my personality, I'm more introvert inclined, or it's because of being unemployed and I'm just avoiding social events because I don't want to explain myself. But essentially, I have been present in family events even with other people around, and that's good. I kept my hopes up even though I still haven't found a job. I have learned a lot of new things to build my skills, which includes gardening, taught myself to take care of succulents, repot orchids, tried to take care of the bromeliads, which I failed. And then Canva, I had used Canva to try to create some of my own planner inserts. I built my own Notion. I learned about Google Workspace because normally I don't have to use a lot of programs. I'm generally tech savvy and I can teach myself a lot of things. Google Workspace, I'm trying to learn this because a lot of the job posts that I see out there, they mention about Google Workspace. So I decided to learn more about that. Productivity tools such as Trello, Asana, changes of experience, mental views of outcomes. So I'm more positive than I was in my last unemployment. I have this strong feeling that it's just a temporary thing, this unemployment, and sometimes I can actually picture myself working. It's kind of strange, and I get this exhilarating feeling knowing that my unemployment will be over soon. So I don't know, my view has changed and I'm keeping my hope up and I know that it's gonna come soon. So I'm just crossing my fingers. Appreciating more time to watch my daughter grow. I really appreciate this unemployment time for these things, like being present with my daughter, attending her classes, watching her grow and learn things, and also time for myself. The succulents, I really love the succulents. New experience on a yacht. This one is in relation to my family vacation, the longest vacation I've had for a long time. I think what, 6-8 years now. I've been back to my home country, which is Malaysia, and all my family are back there. So it's been a while and I really love the vacation. Things I've learned recently, all the things are listed above, that I'm smart and capable, and I strongly believe this. Those companies just don't know what they are missing, and it's just a matter of time that I will get a job. So I'm gonna keep it going. And here I have some notes on garden tasks, and then my Hobonichi stuff, my Notion, and then some media journal ideas. This one is like a page for my Notion. Yeah. So I didn't really use that much of these note pages. That's the end of my flip through and review of my Papier wellness journal for the third quarter. Although this journal has been good to me, I don't think I'll be getting another Papier wellness journal just because I don't like the page breaks every 21 days. There's no page numbering and it's only 12 weeks. So it's been good. The hardcover is good in holding the pages down. There is a slight difference in how it chunks up. Like here it's flatter than this one because this is where I normally put my stickers. That's the end of my flip through. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my other videos, if you're interested, do subscribe to my channel. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.